5 things that smart women never tell men. In this video, we will talk about the moments that should not be mentioned in your relationships and the moments that should not be discussed with your man at all. And this is the rule that smart women adhere to. So the first one is the comparison with ex-partners. If women start resorting to the tactic of comparing with ex-partners, it reflects a desire to achieve something better from the man who is next to them. For example, if someone gave her luxurious bouquets and she mentions that her ex-partner used to give her luxurious bouquets, she is essentially indicating that she wants to receive luxurious bouquets from her current partner as well. But what is she trying to achieve? At that moment, she is eliciting negative emotions in the man. She may evoke jealousy at some point and undermine self-esteem, thereby undermining trust in the relationship. At some point, a man may begin to distance himself from such a woman. Therefore, the relationships you had in the past should remain in the past. All people are different and men are all absolutely different. But if you resort to manipulation to influence your partner by using an ex-partner, you are destroying your own relationship. And if, for example, you do not mention ex-partners in a relationship, meaning you do not bring them up, a man, when communicating with such a woman, feels trust towards her, a strong emotional connection is established, and the relationship develops harmoniously. That is, he does not need to compete, he does not need to feel jealous, he does not need these destructive emotions that often play such a negative role in the long term. In the short term, of course, it is jealousy. Such manipulation can work, but not for long. Therefore, for long-term relationships, it is better not to mention ex-partners. Next, personal complexes. When a woman lacks confidence in herself and she may be attractive or beautiful but has certain complexes, she may start to project these complexes onto a man, for example, saying, I have unattractive legs, or I have some unattractive this and that. A man starts to see a woman through the eyes of the woman herself. At some point, he starts to see her as unattractive. That is, he begins to notice aspects that he may not have seen before, and the woman wants the man to convince her otherwise. She wants him to say, no, you have beautiful legs, you are just imagining things. Or she is trying to fish for a compliment in this way, but the man stops seeing her attractiveness. Because the most attractive woman for a man is a confident woman. If you realize that you have some complexes, you shouldn't resolve them at the expense of a man. It is necessary to deal with them, understand where these complexes come from, and find the moment of their creation. Inside these complexes, one must work through them and accept oneself. All of this needs to be done for oneself, but not at the expense of a man. Moving on, personal achievements and successes. It is very wonderful if you share your successes and achievements in a relationship, but it should all be done in moderation. When you start to create a race for achievements, trying to be the first in the relationship and setting up some kind of competition, at some point, the man next to such a woman begins to perceive her as a man, as a rival. Therefore, you can talk about your achievements, but it should all be measured. If a man, for example, does not boast about his achievements, then perhaps you should not brag too much either. Otherwise, you may come across as a rival. Moving on, secrets of friends. Sometimes we want to discuss things, sometimes we want to talk about certain moments. But when you share your friend's secrets with your man, you say, oh, my friend told me this in secret. Now I'm going to share something. And here the secret begins. And what does the man hear at that moment? He sees a situation where his woman has been entrusted with a secret and she is not keeping that secret. And later, at certain moments, he realizes that he is with a woman who cannot keep her mouth shut, meaning it is fundamentally frightening to trust her. Otherwise, some secret of the man could easily and casually spread. Therefore, if you are entrusted with certain secrets, they are secrets to be kept and not shared with anyone. And again, this is ultimately more about trust. If your friend cannot trust you with a secret and the man knows about it, then your man will not fully trust you. Furthermore, there are minor flaws and habits of a partner. If you do not pay attention to some minor imperfections, and if you can avoid concentrating on small deficiencies, then you create positive and harmonious relationships. However, if you are constantly dissatisfied, focusing on even minor imperfections, and repeatedly pointing out what he did poorly, you create negativity in your relationship. Naturally, one does not want to be in such negativity. If a man sees that you have a reasonable attitude towards his minor flaws and perhaps even do not pay attention to them, then he will feel differently with you. He will feel comfortable, as if he is at home, because he is not being criticized, not insulted, not humiliated. He does not need to defend himself from anyone. He is at home, next to you, and he is in his comfort and positivity. These feelings are actually very valuable for a man because he often is a conqueror, a winner. He goes to work and faces various difficulties and obstacles. A lot can happen to him in a day. If he returns home or meets you and realizes that this is his little happy world where everything is wonderful, he will draw strength from it and achieve great heights. And for that, he will be grateful to the woman. However, if he comes home completely drained, meets you there, and feels even more depleted, then of course, this will lead to nothing good. That's all for this video. It was me, Alisa Vardomska. I hope for your likes and subscriptions. Please write in the comments what you would like to discuss in my new videos. Don't forget to hit the bell, and goodbye everyone.